What is up? Episode 35, bitches.
What's going on?
Did you guys, either one of you, think we would make it that far for real?
35 episodes.
Should have known that.
It's crazy. Damn, y'all travel. Y'all take the show on the road everywhere. Are you in Dallas? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're in Dallas Stadium watching the playoffs all by ourselves.
Pinky's like, playoffs? What the fuck?
What's a playoffs?
What was
So
that?
what's up?
Earlier today?
I'm just stuck with you two clowns tonight.
That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, pretty much. John had a death in the family.
Oh no.
One of his dogs.
Oh.
But it was like a dog that Kim and he got when they first started dating, so it was really sentimental and stuff. And
damn,
they had to put it down to. It's had like you might have heard it barking during our. No, I don't think they let him in the garage when we're doing a podcast. But yeah, poor thing has had like congestive heart, whatever, when they're coughing from having fluid on the lungs or whatever. And
why can't it just be, hey, John's going through some shit, he ain't gonna be here tonight? You always gotta want to start a podcast with someone dead.
Well, we wanted to tell some sad dog stories. Just kidding.
I got a couple of those, but I get it, man. I get it. I mean, I don't know if I would miss the podcast if my dog died, but I know other people that definitely would.
Well, yeah. If he was just,
I would.
If he was just,
I would probably do a memory. I would do it in memory of and play some videos and photos of them.
Ooh, maybe we could do that next week. Yeah.
Well, we have to ask him.
Well, I think they were going to have to do it like this afternoon after work, and then he'd have to rush home and start setting up stuff. And this morning at work, he kind of told me and then handed me the microphones to bring them back over here. So we've been wanting to play around with the green screen anyway. So,
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
You got your
so for you newbies that don't know how this works, it's an interactive show. We're talking about whatever. It don't even really matter. It goes off there's no real point or topic we stay on. But if you want to jump on and join us, you haven't seen us in a while, you might be a friend of Chris's from high school if we didn't meet them all yet. And then Pinky out in Amelia, somebody wants to jump on, one of my friends, family, anybody. The link's at the bottom of the screen. All you got to do is type it into your device and join the show. Stop pretending and let's do this. Also, make sure you like our Who Cares podcast page is broadcasting from our podcast page. Make sure you also like, share, and subscribe everywhere, YouTube and Facebook. It really helps the cause, man. And if you have any questions, you can send them to the email address at whocarespodcast2020@gmail.com. We got a couple good questions. All the questions that come in seem to be about Pinky, so we'll get into some questions and answers later. Might have a date, dude. You don't even know. Some weird questions, but questions nonetheless. And we're also on YouTube. So all you Facebook haters, don't get no excuses. Oh, I'm not on Facebook. Why are you on Facebook? Why didn't you move over to Parler, man? Well, we're right there on YouTube too. So if you don't have Facebook, you're banning Facebook, whatever you want to do. I don't like Facebook either. Jump on the YouTube page and check us out. That's all we ask. Now, the next question is, what are we drinking? You go first.
What are you drinking? Are you really hitting the hard stuff already?
Hell yeah. Kessler, what are you drinking?
I just got here. I didn't bring anything this time.
Well, we have
a shot already poured for me right here, so I don't know what that's all about. One
thing we are drinking, the bourbon we're sipping on tonight is Legend, Legent, Two True Legends, Legend, and it's 47% alcohol, 94 proof, wonderful bourbon that's in they're casting it in wine barrels. So
is it real like is it real charcoaly?
No, this is smooth. A big fad right now in the bourbon world is mixtures, like getting mixing through 2 or 3 different nice bourbons to try to get like a blend. And then on top of that, putting them in sherry barrels or bourbon barrels to get a little more variety of flavors. But actually, we have something right here that we can show you exactly how it works. We got a sweet ass guitar hanger.
What?
That's made by Holtz, Holtz. And what they do is they take old Jack Daniel's barrels that, because I don't think you can cast bourbon in a barrel twice. So after they drain the barrels, I'm pretty sure the barrel has to be used for something else or burned. Well, Holtz is making guitar hangers that you hang on the wall, but it's kind of cool because you can kind of see it's extremely thick and strong oak the barrels are made of, and then the inside you can see how they take like a torch and they burn it, and that's where you get the brownness from the
Dang, that's dope. Thomas will like that.
So you can imagine if you're charring, different types of barrels.
But did you buy that and put the guitar holder on the front of it, or that's how it sells?
No, that's how it sells. If you go to Holtz.com, and they make all kinds of cool stuff like that, like one-offs of, where everything you get is kind of like you even get a little card that says what Jack Daniel's batch this barrel was from, and every one of them looks different. They make all kinds of leather stuff too, so the site's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook and I sent it to Harrison. He's like, I already have that, you dummy. I'm like, God damn.
Well, I was just, because I showed it to him, like when I got it like last year.
Awkward.
He never listens to me.
Yeah, that's dope. TJ said he's working on the guitar that you can hang on that.
That's right. We'll put it right behind the camera.
Oh, speaking of that, we got 4 live viewers. If you want us to know who you are, we do not know who you are until you make a comment. You can even put a like, a not like, a dislike, a heart, a fucking angry emoji. Just let us know you're here and we'll shout you out. I don't know who you are until you make a comment. And comments help the podcast. So carry on.
Carry on, Johnson. That was a little disappointing. Not being able to talk to Jan this week.
Yeah.
Still at work. He's never came home.
We finally think about getting Pinky's dad on the podcast, and he finally gets a job.
All right. Like grinds my gears.
Hey, remember Harrison
too? He's kind of older. He doesn't know. What do you mean a podcast? I'm not.
He's only 77, so there's that.
Wow.
I don't want to go on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. The internet, that's how they get you.
Yep. That's how they get you. That's great.
Honestly, this Legend bourbon is absolutely wonderful.
Damn.
Very smooth. But you definitely got a hint of there's definitely a little red wine something in the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I could drink that.
Well, but see, the blending it makes it. They're blending it because they're trying to. I don't want to say water it down, but they're trying to make it a little smoother, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's why I asked you if it was charcoal. I don't like. I guess you call it rich. I don't like rich bourbons like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's where last week we might have been a little wrong. We might have been a little hard on the.
Said hard on
the Black and Metallica bourbon because after we were kind of comparing it, like literally, I had 2 different bourbons in front of me. One was the 12-year and one was the blackened. And after we got used to it, you couldn't tell what the difference between the two.
Yeah, well, I also think that can happen with a lot of bourbons. Like once you're not drunk, but and impaired, your senses are impaired.
The first couple weeks of COVID when we were out of work, and I was running out of shit to watch on Amazon and Netflix, there's definitely several cool documentaries on bourbon on Amazon and Netflix and on Scotch, which is pretty much the same thing, but
I almost bought Scotch
made in Scotland.
I was born in Scotland.
But that Scotland and Ireland is kind of where it started, so that's kind of cool too. But
so have you tried Proper 12? Who the fuck is this guy? Is it good? That's Irish whiskey, I'm assuming.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's definitely Irish whiskey.
Well, you gotta like Irish whiskey.
I'm not a connoisseur of
Yeah.
whiskey, so I'm a bad person to ask. But
Yeah, I
I
think
kind of like Jameson better.
yeah, Jameson can be kind of harsh, but yeah. John said that he tried it, and John's a big fan, and
So you know all the scotches that are red label. They got red label. What is that? Johnny Walker
Johnny
red,
Walker
black.
red, Johnny Walker black.
So there's black, blue, and red.
Get it into Scotch, and that's when it's got to be.
So is that? That's what I'm asking you. So is the red, black, and blue just different ages of the same?
Yeah,
Are they totally different?
Different ages and different prices, and that's about all I know about that.
Oh, that's all I know about that.
Yeah, I need to learn more about Scotch because that's the next thing to get a Scotch that's when you're talking, lifelong pure alcoholic, when you finally learn, it's time for me to have a drink at the end of the day. I'm not going to drink a 12-pack of beer on the back of my truck. I'm going to be, like your little rocks glass right there.
Yeah, but you're definitely going to lean into the microphone every time you use it. John told me.
Yeah, I can't help it. Am I leaning now? This is as good as it gets right here. Right.
Yeah, you're going a little bit, but it'll be all right. Let me tell you what I saw today, and I want to know if you or Pinky would have done anything differently. I was sitting in my car, and this lady was walking down the steps. A Honda Odyssey. Nothing exciting. Gray.
That's not a car. That's a minivan. So
yeah. Sorry, I was sitting in my minivan, and this lady was coming down steps. It's a lot of steps, like 22, but it didn't happen till the end, probably the last 3, and she fell like straight up, tripped over her bag, and fell down 3 steps onto concrete. I was in my driver's seat, and I saw it, and I went to open my door, but I couldn't get out, like to go help her. She popped right up. She popped right up and looked around to see if anybody was around, and she didn't know I was there and kept on going. So I felt a little bit better. But do you get out and help her, or is it more embarrassing that she knows you saw it?
I would have done exactly
hard,
what
bro.
you did.
I know she's hurting right now.
She definitely rolled up rolled down the window.
If she got up, then she got up
pretty quickly.
Help.
Pretty quickly, yeah.
If
pretty
she was
quickly.
laid out and just fucked up for a minute and just trying to like get her shit.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. If she stayed down, I would have jumped out. My first instinct, I did grab the handle of the door, but then I stopped myself and I was like, "Yeah, she's good." She'd be more mad if she saw me.
You got this.
I would have rolled my window down and asked if she was all right.
Oh yeah.
I think I would have.
Well, not in my truck because you got to do this to roll down the window in my truck.
Yeah.
At least that, and then I would have slept better tonight. Thomas, jeez.
Oh yeah, you opened a podcast with a dead dog story.
I was at the mall at the food court at Short Pump when it had a food court, and I'm getting Chick-fil-A, minding my own business, and this lady behind me has a seizure. I'm like, oh shit, and it's a lady, it's a mom and a daughter, and the mom's having a seizure. So I just grab like all my napkins or whatever, and give her like a pillow to lay on because she's all tensed up. She's like biting her tongue or something, biting her bottom lip.
Good for you.
So I'm like, trying to make her as comfortable as you can while she was gone.
I got so many questions for this story.
So she comes back to, after however long time, and her daughter's just being this, bitch. Like, I'm so embarrassed, Mom. What the fuck are you doing? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your daughter? What a bitch. But anyway,
I want to know.
And I just walked away.
I eat at a food court once a week. I love it, by the way. So many options. Do they not have a food court anymore? Because Chesterfield Town Center.
Okay. I was gonna say, the only one that still has a decent food court.
So peep this out. It's got Honolulu barbecue. It's got a Thai place, a Chinese place,
Red Robin.
But in like that's down kind of the restaurant, but like in the food court, and then they got the pretzel jank. Your typical shit.
We got them pretzel dogs. Shout out to some pretzel dogs up in this bitch. I love it.
Yeah, yo, that was the only.
Walk past that without buying a pretzel dog.
Dude, there's only 2 lines that were long: Chick-fil-A and that one. That's my point. You go to the middle of the mall shit to get middle of the mall shit, bro. You don't go into the fucking food court and get Chick-fil-A. What
How
kind of
many
fucking
lanes of Chick-fil-A was there? 3
especially
lanes of people waiting.
yeah,
In the
across
mall.
the street.
In
Look,
the mall.
I love Chick-fil-A. I'm a red member. I fucking love Chick-fil-A. I
Wait.
got like 13,000 points.
You're a red member. That's a thing. You're
Yeah,
a red
I'm a
member.
red member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love Chick-fil-A too, but it's not that Popeye's chicken sandwich just as good, and there's no wait.
That's not really.
Yeah,
you
but
guys-
There is a wait because I got it.
there's
during
a
COVID.
wait to drive 30 minutes to get there.
But listen, you go to
Yeah,
you
I
go to-
love Popeyes, but it's
I was in the
there ain't
Popeyes
one
line
around
when you
here.
told me your dad's
look.
story.
You go to Cloverleaf. Go to
No.
Cloverleaf.
You
Is that
suck.
what it is? By Hooters, right? Cloverleaf Mall. Is that the right mall?
Yeah. You were making a bet with Craig.
Yeah, exactly. Don't put my shit in the street, and don't put his shit in the street.
It was a $20 bet, I'm sure.
So check this out. And check this out.
Nothing.
Chick-fil-A is across the street and has 3 drive-throughs constantly, no matter what time it is. And in the mall, the line goes inside the mall, goes all the way outside the mall. Like it ain't that fucking good, bro. That bourbon chicken from Honolulu Barbecue.
Fucking good.
It is good.
The line's
There's
that
not
long,
a
but
lot
it's still
of
quick line. That's the difference.
Yeah, they do fuck around and get you.
It don't
They
matter.
do.
You'll be in and out in 10 minutes still.
You're right. Probably the same as a Burger King with only one person in front of you.
So there's that.
That's what I'm drinking.
Burger King could do so
You're
much
drinking Burger
better.
King?
Oh God, that's not my life.
Is that the apple?
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't mind some sweetness in this bourbon.
Yeah,
I wish
It
we
is
could
so
have some
good.
honey.
I
Oh
brought
shit, dude! I
mine.
got some honey over there right now.
Like some honey
Get
or
it.
mine?
Giddy.
Cheers.
Yeah, and you American honey.
You got
Yeah,
American honey? You
throw it on the
fuck?
top of this. I
Oh,
didn't know I
Look
was
at
having
you.
a lady over.
Look at you doing the bourbons.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I put the other camera on the bar.
He said about
Greg
time y'all had
Robertson's
some
up
chicks on
there.
the show.
Yeah.
This
Good
dude wants
one.
some chicks.
Good one.
Oh, she said the best place. Yo, she's right. Yo, Tokyo Place was the shit, and it is closed down. But they have. My point is, they have about 5 places that serve bourbon chicken. So I'm always there every Thursday. So I've tried every bourbon chicken in Cloverleaf Mall, and Honolulu Barbecue is the best by fucking far.
Cloverleaf Mall? I don't see myself being there.
I like Jack Daniel's bourbon peanuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're good. Anything Jack Daniels is good.
I like the Jack Daniel's whiskey
But
place.
honestly,
Fridays.
if when you're having bourbon chicken like that, that flavor is what you're seeking in your regular bourbon. I wish they would come up with one that's not so sweet, but just tastes like bourbon chicken. That would be awesome.
Yeah, bourbon chicken is so fucking good, bro.
Talking about bourbon chicken. What is this nonsense? Hey, whoa,
Oh, you would like it. You would
Oh,
love.
you would love bourbon chicken.
Yeah, you would love bourbon chicken. Well, he likes Chinese food, but he only likes beef and broccoli.
You'll make a
Oh,
But
Jesus.
yeah, just imagine like a really orangish brown saucy type of
It's like
grilled-
General Tso's chicken without the spice, but it's not fried. It's like
yeah, it's
grilled
not
usually.
fried either.
I just want that.
Well, it'll make it a little better. Come
I
on,
know what I
man.
like.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
then
like.
we're gonna run out of that because we're not mixing it.
God,
Quit drinking. Duh.
sound like a girl.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't worry about running out. There's 2 people and 4 bottles of bourbon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers. Friday night. We made it through another week.
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
Hard work. This
So
week.
you're saying Tokyo Place is at Chesterfield Mall?
yeah, but it's closed.
Oh, but it's the food court one, or it has
That
like a
handsome young
regular?
man right there.
I know, right? There's a younger picture of him where the curls are crazy on the top.
Ray in the house.
Oh, there he is, Ray. What's up, Ray?
Where did people
Damn,
eat?
man,
He
I
wants
should've-
to know where did people eat chicken sandwiches before Chick-fil-A?
I know.
Before
Wendy's.
Before.
Yeah, Wendy's.
I don't
Wendy's.
know if
Or,
that's what he's looking for, but
remember the classic chicken sandwich from fucking Burger King, the long one?
there you go.
Yeah.
That was my
yeah.
shit right there. I grew up on that one, right? That's the OG.
Have that? I might
McDonald's, no, they still have that. McDonald's don't even have a chicken sandwich like that. Like back in the day, they didn't.
So
Now they have some
I don't
bullshit.
think
try. Grilled
Ray's
chicken and a fried chicken.
was the answer to Ray's question really Wendy's though.
Yeah.
Burger King classic.
If he was asking me, that's my answer.
Okay.
If he's asking you, you can say a different question.
I'm thinking that he's remembering something that we're not remembering right now, but
no, he wasn't. He was talking about Wendy's.
I don't know. Wendy's sounds like chicken McNuggets or something. Something.
It was garbage, but that's just
well, if you remember, everyone originally went to Chick-fil-A because that's the only place you get waffle fries in the world.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. My sister lives in New York. She used to live in Atlanta for about 5 years, and she got addicted to Chick-fil-A, and they don't have them up north. Dude, she loves it. Look at Joshy. Huh?
I know.
Where is he at?
Pretty toenails too. We're noticing how his toenails are painted.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that? You called him Josh Flippers because he flips houses. And then he has like his feet out like a pair of flippers.
I didn't know what to say, so I was just gonna.
Oh, that's not the name of his company.
Audio, and he hasn't even. No, he says promoting.
Craig Robinson says cookout grilled. Craig, you live in California. You should be going to In-N-Out Burger. He said the grilled Cajun tray.
Damn, that dude lives in California.
Ooh,
Craig Robinson, he's a fucking actor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the real friend. That's the dude that made the burritos on that first episode.
Yes, Burrito Boy.
Yeah. Have you ever been to In-N-Out Burger? Like,
no, I think the closest you can get is Texas, right?
Yes, I have seen him in Texas.
Jordan, you all right? Yeah. Dang, you seen him in Texas?
Yeah, we saw In-N-Out Burger.
Because that's the whole thing. It's supposed to be Cookout versus In-N-Out, and I just haven't had both. So
I did not know that. And Cookout needs to step their game up. Then, I mean, it's good, but
it's good if you only have $5.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Exactly. It is what it is. You get $5. You can't beat that, bro.
It's like a sore dick. You can't beat it.
Add $1, and you're fucking got a shake too. Like, come on, man. That's why America's fat. $6 with a vanilla shake, like a doctor.
Oh shit! I always forget about the shakes.
Oh yeah.
Stuart gets the shakes.
Yeah. Sometimes
Stuart always knows like the little. You got to get this.
I know he does do that, but you know what? It's not a shake, bro. It's a 24 ounce. It's a 24-ounce cup of ice cream, though. It's not a shake. It's fucking bullshit. You gotta have a spoon to eat that shit.
Yeah, you gotta let it melt a little bit.
A lot of it.
We went to Texas Roadhouse for lunch today.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Oh, so good,
dude. We've been on the roof the last 2 days, and it's been fucking miserable. We craned a fucking compressor onto the roof yesterday.
Yeah, and we craned a box to store all of our equipment into on the roof.
Yeah, remember Colonial Heights? We'd have that box, Thomas, where you keep all your stuff.
And then we craned it right back down because Jamie called and said we weren't allowed to buy it, even though he told us the day before we could buy it.
No name dropping.
Oh, so there's that.
Yeah,
if you ask for honey every time you go through Chick-fil-A, you'll never buy honey again. They just give that shit away.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Good call. Yeah. And honey is surprisingly wonderful with chicken, fried chicken especially.
I know. I didn't really do that. I guess that's a Southern thing. And I found that shit out.
I know,
dude, put a little honey on your plate, put a little dab of hot sauce in it, mix it in the honey. Oh, shit. God dang it.
I don't want to like it.
We have a funny story in our family when we first moved down south.
We'll be the judge of the funny part. Go.
From Chicago, we moved down south, and the first barbecue restaurant we ate at, like week 1 of living in Virginia, was Bill's Barbecue. We went through the drive-through, and they asked us if we wanted coleslaw. And we were like, okay, yeah, we'll take coleslaw. And
sure.
They put it on our barbecue sandwich, and we thought that like our whole meal was ruined. Everyone... Me, my brother, my dad, and my mom were like, I can't believe they put coleslaw on the fucking barbecue sandwich.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great story?
Who would do that? That's disgusting.
What? 20 years, 15 years later, when I worked at a barbecue restaurant, you gotta I started putting all cheese, coleslaw, a little bit of salt and pepper. I don't like sauce actually. When
I don't fuck with the cheese, but I won't eat barbecue without coleslaw now. Same thing happened to me. I was like, what the fuck is this white shit? I don't
eat anything white, so I can't eat coleslaw.
Oh my God, I hate you so much. You ate something white the other day. I remember seeing you eating something
it's
white.
Pink.
Say something.
It's pink and then it turns white.
Rice? That doesn't count.
White is right.
Oh yeah, it does count. It's white.
I eat rice when I want 4,000 of something.
Good one, Mitch Berg. Mitch Hedberg. I was playing tennis the other day. Damn, that wall is good.
That's like the number one.
I'll take one of these.
Impression of him.
Yeah, so if we do get Jan on the show, Thomas, are you gonna watch the goddamn Challenger?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I fucking lived it.
It's I know, but it's so good. You don't. It's all the things that you don't.
That's what people were saying about the Michael Jordan documentary. Like, did you see? I was like, I remember it.
You do need to see it.
No, I did see it. I did finally.
Oh, you did finally see it. So tell me this. That's why I was asking back when we were asking and you hadn't watched it. Don't you get teary-eyed a lot through that?
Well, yeah, because of where it was a lot to me. Like, I named my son after him.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I was a New York Knicks fan. Me and my dad were diehard New York Knicks fans. And as you know, we didn't get no championships because of Michael Jordan, just like Utah didn't get no championships. Nobody got any championships because he was there. But I loved Michael Jordan. So it was like my dad used to get mad. Like, how are you cheering for him? I was like, I don't know. I just love him. I just love him. I don't know.
Well, then you had a little more reason once what's his face went to
Dennis Rodman?
Rodman? Or were you already not liking Rodman or something before?
I didn't like him because he was a Detroit bad boy. Of course I didn't like him until he signed. Then I liked him. No, I think he brought a little bit.
I thought that he played for the Knicks first, but yeah, you're right.
No, Detroit. Yeah.
Detroit.
And I think he went to
Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah, we hated him for sure. But he was earlier, Bill Laimbeer played a lot earlier, so Michael Jordan came in later than that. They played against each other, but.
Well, I just remember Laimbeer and what's his
Dennis Rodman, all them boys, Joe Dumars.
Wanting to fight like every game. It was like watching hockey or something.
All right, here we go. Craig Robinson Sheets grilled chicken on toasted everything bagel, banana peppers, lettuce, tomato, mayo, oil, and vinegar. Everything sounds great except the fucking oil. Who puts fucking oil and vinegar on their shit, man?
Dude, you're missing it. You got to try it. The way that oil and vinegar mixes with mayo, I'm telling you. The way that the oil and vinegar mixes with the lettuce and the mayonnaise, it really, you have to try oil and vinegar.
You fucking think you're talking to a novice? I grew up in an Italian household. My sisters would eat cut up tomatoes, oil and vinegar, salt and pepper out of a bowl.
Yeah. That flavor that they were getting that's what I'm talking about. You throw that on a big sub. Like it reminds you of, remember when you went to the beach when you were little and you were starving and you had to get a sub and your parents didn't know how to order it because they didn't know what you liked because you were just a kid. So you just got it the way it was. And it was like Zeros at Virginia Beach or something.
I didn't go to the beach until I was in the Navy.
They would stuff that lettuce, the really fine shredded lettuce, and then you put oil, vinegar, mayonnaise.
I'm definitely a fan of the shredded. I love the shredded lettuce.
And oregano. Seriously, that's the shit.
No, fuck that.
But see, my parents owned a sub restaurant when we were little.
And the name of it was
Sub Machine.
Really?
Yeah, and there was
I never knew that about you.
Picture. I do have a picture around here, but I'll have to get that for us.
Where was it?
Building, the sign was a gangster with a long sub sandwich that had like a machine gun in it. Nice. And it was like a gangster submachine.
You need a shirt made like that.
We drove by where it was located yesterday when we
where was it?
Why didn't you go to the metal place?
It was on Hull Street and Warwick. basically where our old shop was. Remember Warwick? Old Warwick?
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Not in the best location. It wasn't a good look. It was robbed 3 times by gunpoint.
Before he started his acting career, Craig Robinson worked at Zero's for 3 hours.
See, Zero's.
Why did he quit? I want to know that.
Yeah, shout out for the grinder.
Right.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have known 3 hours later.
Let's see if he has the. Let's see. I'm assuming that
Robinson,
job,
why did you quit? This ought to be a good one.
Yeah.
You
Tell us in the. Why don't you do this, Craig Robinson? Tell us in the comments why you quit, or stop being a pussy and come on the show and tell us.
Yeah, I like that. I like option 2.
Kitty.
See, don't you?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, pretty much. So there's that.
Yeah,
What's
pretty much. Thomas, if we don't find Pinky a girlfriend, he's going to get back with his old girlfriend.
Oh my God. Please, shout out to any woman. Look at that. I don't know if that's a cat or a dog, but look at it. Look at it. I don't know. He's kind of a big deal. Look at that car. Don't you want to ride in that fucking car? How would you look in that car? I don't know if he even cares if it's a female or a male. He just wants companionship. Look at that. He can cook. Look at the frozen Jameson. Look at that shit. Grilled chicken fucking strips. He likes Ford, no Chevys, but hey, we can deal with it. He likes to race cars. I mean, come on, man. If you want to date with, look at that motherfucker. Look at that bad motherfucker. Hey, hit us up. Who Cares Podcast 2020 at gmail.com if you want me to hook you up with a date with that dude. Bo don't know shit. Look at this shit. Look at him holding struts and shit. This motherfucker's holding struts. And he has a fucking flamethrower. Who the fuck don't want to date a dude with a flamethrower? Come on, y'all should be lining up. You can hit him up, 804-569-4433. That's 804-5. That's not a lover. That's his friend. 569. Ooh, look at him flexing on you. Hit him up on Facebook. Chris Kessler on Facebook. Crazy One Racing. Holla at my boy. He's just looking for a good time. Maybe you fall in love. Maybe he'll give you a sticker to put on the back of your truck. Maybe he'll fix your brakes if you need him. Think about that. Got to get it out there, bro.
Ooh, baby.
Fuck y'all.
He's so shy, but he loves it.
He can cook.
I think he likes it.
He can cook. He can clean.
Hey, do you know where the delete button is?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep, I know where it is. They made me sweat like a pig standing by a hot oven all day. You mean you had to work in a kitchen?
And I'm a little bitch. At least he put it in there. At least he put it in there that he's a little bitch. Oh,
Okay,
was the kitchen too hot for you, sunshine?
At Zero's, so he went to Subway and they treat you right.
Yeah, because their bread's already come. It's already made. It's rubber. They just take it out of the fucking package.
You could go to Sub Machine and get robbed by gunpoint.
Yeah, submachine. That was no doubt. Hey, shout out to actually your parents owning something like that. But that's the dumbest name.
No, it was cool at the time. It was kind of neat. But also, Subways weren't, believe it or not, there was no such thing as Subway yet. Or
so
what was the biggest
competition? Blimpies? Was Blimpies out yet?
Probably, but not in this area. Honestly, we had friends that owned a nightclub and restaurant downtown, right down from Tobacco Company, and it was called Going Bananas. If anyone remembers, back in the 80s, Josh, his dad took him there to see. He took him there to see Suicidal Tendencies. And so upstairs was a Zero's sub shop, and downstairs you'd go down these stairs and there'd be live music. And on weekends, they were friends of my family, the Schnooties. They moved from Chicago to Vanderbilt before we got here. And then we moved here once they got here. When they were here, they bought a restaurant, and then we bought a restaurant.
The Schnooties.
So, yeah, actually, that Zeros was, a sub place around here. No, they're cool. I'm friends with them on Facebook and stuff. But Justin, yeah, they own several restaurants. But anyway, yeah.
His name's Justin.
There wasn't Subways and stuff yet like that. The cool thing was you could ask Ray when we were little on Friday nights we would close the restaurant, at like 10 o'clock, and we had like 3 different video games in there. We had like Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, like arcade style too. Yeah.
We would, if Ray and Mike were sleeping over, because Ray's brother was my brother's age, if they were sleeping over our house or something, we'd go up there on Friday night and eat. They'd feed us, crazy subs. We could get whatever sub we wanted.
Man, you're fucking
That's why
awesome.
I always got into making crazy things on subs, on sandwiches, because once you eat a sub every freaking night, you gotta fucking change it up a little bit.
You gotta one up the last night.
Yeah, but we had Defender video game, and we had Miss Pac-Man. And then we had this like super Miss Pac-Man. Remember when the Pac-Man got huge?
Yeah, I remember.
Screen, but it would only do it for like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah.
I call it Galaga, and you call it something else.
Galaga.
Well, it's Galaga. That's the word.
Yeah, thanks.
Players fuck up.
Yeah, well, he also likes the TV show Weird Science and thinks the movie is stupid.
That is true.
He doesn't even know who Kelly LeBrock is.
Well, he's younger, right? No, he's not that much younger than me.
He's not younger
41.
than you.
What's up?
I know. I always think you're like fucking 27 since I met you. I think I met you at 27, and I just think you stayed the same age.
That is true.
Many girlfriends might say the same thing.
I also think that
in text messages and emails
I have a hard time. I forget that he's way older than me.
Yeah. Well, because he's still kind of like, I don't know. Well, the same way.
Snooters.
Like, kind of get to do what you want to do, because he's
the Snooters, best last name ever. That is. I mean, you can't beat the Snooters,
not a snooter. It's the Schnooties.
Oh, the Snooties.
Yeah, they're cool,
Snooters
man. Justin, he lives in Florida.
Can I bring his Facebook up, you think?
No, I wouldn't, just because, you don't know what. I haven't talked to him since we were little kids.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys.
It was a cool idea, honestly, because Carl is the father. He's the one that it was literally a Zero's restaurant upstairs. It was a nightclub with live music downstairs. But everyone, Brandermill and Woodlake were like the big new neighborhoods in Chesterfield County, and everyone was moving to this area, but it was so far from downtown Richmond, because literally there's if you've been to a tobacco company, there's cobblestone still there. We were literally like 2 doors past the tobacco company. So, if you lived in Chesterfield, Brandermill, Woodlake area, you didn't want to be drinking and driving downtown Richmond and Shockoe Bottom. So they had a big blue bus. They bought a school bus and paid. This is like literally like 83, 84 something, somewhere around there. They bought a school bus. They painted it blue, and they painted bananas and all kinds of crazy shit all over it.
That's bananas.
I know, right? And it was called Going Bananas. And you could meet up on Friday and Saturday nights, and you get on the bus, and it takes you down to Shockoe Bottom, and you can party and everything down there, and then the bus brings you back at the end of the night,
Damn, I like
it was actually a good idea. It was just in the 80s. It was kind of
bus that they would pick you up and
I mean, it was, of course, I was literally like 9 years old, so but I honestly, some of my coolest memories of like Christmas and holidays, we would spend our weekends downtown in Shockoe Bottom because my parents helped them run the restaurant and stuff, and we would always sneak down. If there wasn't a band playing downstairs, we could go down there because there was video games around the bar and everything. And you could put your hands down in between the nasty seats, and you could pull out, but you could pull up guitar picks. There was always guitar picks like everywhere. I don't know why. I guess, the band would party down there after they would play or whatever. But the funny thing was, Josh is a part of our show, even though he didn't show up. Josh is just, we'll call
Josh?
when we want him. Josh, all he'll do is make fun of our stupid stories.
He'll make fun of you.
Well, yeah, and so sometimes I don't want Josh here, right? He makes fun of me all the time. He tells gay stories and stuff. I wasn't behind the couch.
Were you though?
Next caller.
I'm just pissed that I was going along with it. I was like, really? You remember? Then what?
What if you got a sound clip of that story right now and hit play?
It
Thomas.
would not. Throw it away.
Idea, just throw that idea, write that idea down right now.
I've never watched that episode, and I never will again.
Damn.
But dude, check out our so did you just keep on watching Rogan since he changed the Spotify?
Some episodes, not all. I take Rogan breaks. Like I'll watch like every episode for like 3 weeks, then I won't watch nothing for 3 months.
Yeah, because it's cool to let the episodes build up and then you can scroll through.
Well, that he just gets it. He annoys me pretty quickly. So,
about what? You didn't like your stand up either or something.
If he's drinking, I don't like him. If he starts drinking, I'll turn it off. He's just
really?
not. Yeah, he's super.
I never noticed.
Yeah, he's so. Oh, if you want to see it, check this out. Watch the End of the World podcast. Which, if you haven't watched that yet, I don't even know how you even listen to podcasts. But it was during the election last year, like live. Bill Burr, Joe Rogan. All them boys, they're on stage for like 4 hours. Just Marilyn Manson was there.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson was doing lines behind stage.
Yeah. So if you watch the first half of that before Joe does his set, it's fine. Everything's fine. Then watch him come back after he's been drinking. He's just a fucking dirtbag. He's just a whole different person.
Well, you know, because he has low body fat and he's got a little bit of like, I don't want to say bully, but he's like a wrestler. He's kind of like a come on, fucking, butt heads,
I mean, it's like a switch though. Like you'll see once I pointed out to you, you could probably YouTube Joe Rogan not drunk versus drunk, and there's probably a compilation. Like I'm not the only one. He's a dick, dude, but he's fine when he's sober. And then it's the same thing. Like he even says it. He's like, I know, I already said it's if you eat marijuana, it gets processed through the kidneys. It's like a lot of it's the same fucking shit over and over and over. But when you do 3 hours every damn other day, I understand it happens. And he knows it happens. He says it. It happens on here, bro. We'll say the same shit over and over again. Oh, I don't have you. You're muted. You're muted, and I can't unmute you. You're muted. You're muted. Your mic says you're fucking muted. Craig Robinson knows Joe Rogan. He knows what I'm talking about. Bro-tarded. That's what it's called. He gets bro-tarded. Oh, now it looks like you're not muted. I still can't hear you. You might have to go out and go back in. What'd you say? Wait, a little louder? What? Who cares? Sometimes you just gotta kick them out in the streets and let them come back. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to listen to anyone that much. You're right. It's just too much. It's too much. I'm gonna put this in my living room. I'm gonna show y'all my new living room. Hold on. I was gonna reveal it next week, but check out this shit. Look at that. I got that grand piano. That shit was a nightmare to get in the house. It was ridiculous. What's up, Craig Robinson? You coming on the show? There they go. They're back. Still can't hear you. Lee, what'd you do? Unplug your microphone, Jack? Nope. Oh, it says you're muted again. And it won't let me unmute you. Has a little line through your microphone, sir. I really like this fucking Crown Apple, man. I really like it. Yeah, so let's do sign language. Chris Kessler, talk to me. And we need the sound guy. This is definitely a car crash. Kadoosh. It says that background. What's the Richard Dreyfuss movie that has that? My background or their background? Well, I'm assuming their background since it's one of the best sci-fi movies ever. I'm going to go ahead and go on record that you're talking to him, sir. Well, while we try to figure this out, I will try to pay some bills. If you want to be advertised on the Who Cares podcast, just let us know. And we can do the same for you. Do you have fitness equipment? Do you have fitness equipment that you would love to use, but it's broken? I got the perfect solution. Commonwealth Fitness Solutions. 804-501-6645. You can catch them on the web, www.commonwealthfitness.com. This is a veteran-owned, veteran-operated company. They pride themselves on customer service. I promise you, it'll be the first and last call you ever make for all your fitness needs, fitness service, fitness equipment service, preventative maintenance, and also consultation, fitness assembly. They do it all. You have any questions, you have anything you need done, please call our newest sponsor for the Who Cares podcast, Commonwealth Fitness Solutions, 804-501-6645, www.commonwealthfitness.com. Again, small business, local business, veteran owned and operated. Stop playing around. Give them a call. Commonwealth Fitness Solutions. Commonwealth Fitness Solutions. Numbers at the bottom of the screen. 804-501-6645. www.commonwealthfitness.com. Hook them up. They're our official sponsor. Call them. You got a treadmill? You ain't even using your treadmill. Using that shit as a coat rack. Get it fixed. Get in shape. Get running. Do your thing. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing, girl. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Check it out. Classic. Who cares? Who cares? If you want to be an official sponsor, hit me up. Hit the Gmail, www.whocarespodcast2020@gmail.com. You want to come on the show? Hit the link. Stop talking about it and be about it, Jason Parks. Oh, I'm going to tag him. What you making? Oh, is he home? Is Jordan Thomas home? Jason Parks, you just got tagged because the new game is if you're mentioned on the Who Cares podcast, you get tagged in the comments. We don't want to talk shit about you without you knowing we talk shit about you, you know? Jared, does anybody else mention today? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'll tag. Oh, Ray was up in here. Ray Clark in the building. Shout out to Ray Clark. Where's Matt Breener at? Matt said he wanted to come on. Matt Breener, where you at, bruh? Huh? Where you at, though? Hey, if you're in the comments, I see 5 live viewers. Please make a comment, like, or share so I can know who you are. I cannot tell who you are unless you comment. So please like, share, and comment. We're trying to get the other studio back up. I don't know what happened to them boys. I don't know. I'm going to the old school right here. I'm going old school Joe Rogan. Bang, bang. Ooh, what you know about that boy? What you know about that boy? What you know about that boy? Oh, Eugene Wells in the building. The boys just, I don't know, they're having technical difficulty. They just crashed on their end. But what's up, Eugene? You trying to come on? All you got to do is put the link in your phone. It's in the comments. I'll paste it again. If you want to grab it from the comments, you can come on the show right here. There it is, posted in the comments. And I'll put it on the screen for you if you that gangsta. Just type in the link at the bottom of the screen and I'll pop you up and you could be my co-host because my co-hosts are gone. Oh, Matt Breener, there he is. What's up, Matt? Shout out to Matt Breener. What's up, man? You ready to come on? You got something to talk about? I lost my co-host for a hot second. So this is way better without the two Chris's. And we got 5 live viewers. We kicked the Chris's off. Hey, Matt, if you want to come on the show, the link is on the bottom of the screen. Simple. All you do is put the link in anything that can stream, your iPhone, your iPad, if you hate Apple and you're a Samsung guy, you can put it in your Samsung. If you have a laptop, you can put it in your laptop. If you got an Amazon Kindle, you can put it in your Kindle. Just type in your web browser and bang, bang, bang. You're on the game. You're on the show. Got something to say? Eugene Wells, you got something to say? Oh, Eugene, if you're still watching, watch this. I got something for you. Watch this, Mr. Eugene. Shout out to Eugene Fit Clean is his company. He'll come to your house and clean your carpets like nobody ever in America has ever cleaned your carpets before. In America or in the world. You back?
What? Can you hear me?
We back, baby.
We're
Eugene
back.
Wells. Eugene Wells is in the house. I'm trying to get him to put the link in and say hi.
Yeah, Gabrielle just walked in and
Shout out to Gabby.
so I was looking at her as I was setting the bottle of bourbon down and I hit the power button and the whole fucking everything.
Oh no.
Like it just turned off everything. And then when we turned it back on, it wasn't communicating with the computer anymore. And that's when you could see us, but you couldn't hear us. So we had to reboot like fucking everything. I'm about to fucking pull my hair out. And Pinky's trying
Yeah,
to
I was
make
gonna
me
ask
happy.
you what she does.
Nothing is fucked here, dude. Nothing is fucked.
What she does while you're doing this podcast. Is she usually home?
Nah, dude, her and her boyfriend, man. She's always,
Gabby's with her boyfriend every night. She's gonna get an apartment. What?
I did not say an apartment.
You did say that last week.
No, I was just saying,
She's getting ready to move out into her own apartment, is what you said.
no, I was just explaining that I was concerned with the value of our house if we're going to be selling it in the next 5 years.
And you said that Gabrielle
Because
probably
empty nest. I mean, if she's 18 now, a couple years she's 20, she don't want to be living at home. I don't know. Maybe she does.
You
because
still like her
parents are pretty
boyfriend?
much the coolest people ever.
You still like her boyfriend?
So there's that.
Yeah, he's awesome. He has a huge family, and over Christmas we didn't I show you all the crazy pizza or something?
No.
Yeah, the Sergio's crazy pizza. I might have showed Pinky, maybe not anybody else. No, we had dinner at Sergio's around Christmas with Logan's family, and they're really cool. We get along with their. Yeah, there was a pizza, dude. I wish I had the picture. It's on my phone, but it's the biggest pizza in Virginia or something at Sergio's. You can order it, and it's just a whole.
How much is it?
Size of a table. I don't know. I think it was only like $30.
Y'all in trouble. I'm on my third drink.
I swear, dude, it wasn't expensive. It was just a big cheese pizza.
I might not finish this with y'all.
Huh?
I'm on my third drink. I don't drink like this. Hey, Jenny Markham Withers in the building. What's up, Jenny Withers?
You always say I quit drinking, and then by the end of the podcast, you got
I
like
know,
5
but look,
beers.
I bought this before the podcast. I'm getting it, boy. You should be proud of me. I'll just be hungover for 2 days.
Alcohol just like us.
Yeah, but it takes me 3 days to recover.
So do you see this beautiful picture behind us?
Yeah, what is it? Because someone commented while you were gone. Yeah, someone. Hold on, I'll repost it. As soon as y'all crash, someone mentioned it. Let's see if they're right. Right here. Answer that question.
The background. What's the Richard? Yeah.
All right. So what is it?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's Devil's Tower.
Right there. He said it. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Check it out. Classic.
Yep, it's Devil's Tower is the name of, because that's a real, that picture behind us is a real place, and they just used it in the movie. But I don't know. You said that you weren't into Joe Rogan lately, and that's what I was going to talk about, because I brought that up as our background because the most recent Joe Rogan episode, like 3 days ago, was Travis Walton. And Thomas, this is someone that you'd probably just like pass by, like, who the hell is Travis Walton? And then
Yep, that's
that one,
exactly
you just
what
go to
happened.
the next one. Well, are you ready to geek out?
Yep, next caller.
Travis Walton, there's been a lot of over the years, the crazy people that believe in aliens, and they believe that they've been picked up by an alien ship and they've been taken away and fucked with and probed or whatever, and then brought back.
Yeah, I might know somebody.
So all those stories, kind of sound crazy and everything. And there's a few of those stories that are a little more interesting, and you can imagine that would spark the interest of Joe Rogan's type of podcasting. He had Bill Lazar on or whatever. And we've talked about the Phenomenon movie where, they finally released a lot of the stuff the government has of the photos from the Air Force and all the weird things that we've been seeing, the technology that we probably got from otherworldly things. But so Travis Walton he was a lumberjack in 75, and you need to watch this episode. You're gonna laugh at everything we talk about, and then because Pinky was rolling his eyes and laughing, because I was like, oh, that's the dude from Fire in the Sky or whatever, and it's like a really popular reenactment of his story. Well, the reason that his story stands out a little bigger than everyone else's stories as far as alien abduction and the crazies out there is that so him and 6 or 7 other guys are
6 others.
they're all in their 20s.
6 others.
Some of them are 20, anywhere from 20 to 30 years old, and they're out in the middle of the woods and they're working, and they don't live together, but they work together. It's kind of like the maintenance department. They're all like, sometimes they're arguing with each other, and sometimes they're
trying to steal each other's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they're buying toolboxes that they're not supposed to buy and put them on the roof.
Yeah, exactly. But it'll make sense in a minute. So basically, they're all out there doing their lumberjack thing and their daily arguments or whatnot as the day goes on. And as it gets night, when they're leaving, they start seeing some crazy thing. He describes it better than I could ever. They see some crazy thing kind of hovering, almost like some type of
with incredibly bright lights.
Yeah. And it's dark now, so they're seeing these blue lights. So they're like, and they're in the middle of the woods, literally, like the trucks are all full with guys, and they're driving through the woods, and it's dark, and they're seeing the crazy lights. So, they're not running from it, and they're long before they get to like paved road even. They get to an opening, and all of a sudden they kind of see this something hovering, shooting these bright blue lights. And I mean, you Google something that has to do with Travis Walton, Thomas, while I'm talking, and you'll see some of the books that he's written and some of the movies that have portrayed. But dude, it's a really interesting story only because what I'm about to tell you. So Travis jumps out of the truck and runs over towards this blue beam that's shooting like across the woods.
I'm trying to Google it. Is Travis Barton?
Walton. And so everyone's like yelling at him to get back in the truck and everything, and he wants to get closer to see what it is. And in one way or another, I don't know exactly how he explains it. It's been portrayed in movies and books differently, and he wasn't particularly happy with the way the movie went and everything. But basically, the blue light, all this, he's hiding like behind like some stumps on the ground, and he stands up, and the blue light kind of like grabs him, and he doesn't remember anything from that. So from that point on. And so the 6 guys in the truck, one of them earlier in the day, he accused of hanging out with his wife. So they got in a fight. And so there's a couple guys that he's close with, and the moral of the story is he didn't really get along with like everyone. And that'll make more sense in a minute. So the 6 guys witness him being grabbed by this blue light, and they all freak out and run in the truck. I believe somehow they're like gone. They're like getting the fuck out of there, and he fucking disappears. Well, the next day or wherever they go after that, they call the police when they get to the main road, and the police come out there. Well, everyone's first of all, they're all telling the absolute same story.
That's Travis Barker, wrong Travis. Good one now.
They're all telling the same story, but they're also telling the story that Travis Walton got in a fight with one of them, right? So for the next 5 days, they're all being accused of murdering him.
Because he's just been gone for 5 days.
So all the 6 guys are in police custody, and they're being accused of killing him. And they're crying, they're freaking out. They have no idea what the fuck they just saw. And for 5 days, they're all 6 explaining to the police the exact same. They separate them, not only separate them and question them, but they put different deputies on all different 6 guys. And I'm telling you, this isn't some crazy story I'm trying to get to. This was on Joe Rogan like 3 days ago. The guy's telling the story. And and see, I'm not talking about some kooky crazy it's fucking unbelievable story, right? So the 6 guys are pretty much going to be put up for murder, and they don't know where the fuck their buddy went, and they know what they saw. So they're like, y'all, it's literally, you could make a Hollywood movie just,
they did make a Hollywood
movie. Yeah. And so
they did make a Hollywood movie.
But it wasn't like it was kind of like on one of the TV channels. It wasn't necessarily at the movie theater, I don't think. But anyway, you know what I mean, where the protagonist is this, and you just want everyone to realize that they are telling the truth. And so these guys are fucked, and they're scared to fucking death of what they saw happen to their buddy, and no one fucking believes them. Well, 5 days later, fucking Travis comes walking out of the fucking woods, and all of a sudden, they're like, exonerated, obviously,
because he ain't dead.
And he's telling the same story those 6 told, that a fucking blue beam fucking struck me and took me off into a ship and took me away. And then he tells the whole fucking story. And I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan was sober during this interview, because it was more, it's good, dude. It's really interesting. It's interesting to watch the movies about it. It's Joe Rogan's 1597 episode 3 days ago, and the more you learn about this dude, the more crazy it is. See what I mean? Literally, that's the beam.
The 1993 Paramount Pictures film Fire in the Sky brought a mysterious tale of abduction by an extraterrestrial to the big screen. But according to 1973 North Penn High School grad, self-taught filmmaker and Radnor Studio host Jennifer, they did not get the story that inspired the movie completely right.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, he talks about it in the with Joe, that there was like 2 or 3 things that he didn't agree with that they did, because they were kind of, hyping it up and everything. But I mean, shoot, I think one of my backgrounds.
What's up with Craig Robinson knowing about my Ford Probe?
Look, these are all the guys. These are all the guys behind us that were there.
I think it's in the. I think the Ford Probe information is in the intro of the song, intro of our show.
No, I have to have a Focus on our race.
Oh, that was a Focus, yeah. So how
Probe
did you know that?
Old school.
I've 100% seen UFOs before or some unclassified military shit. No,
Yeah.
I'm reading a comment from Ben. From Craig. Annihilation is the best sci-fi movie of the decade. Annihilation. So there's that. Whatever my wife is cooking in the kitchen smells fucking delicious, and I'm distracted.
There's Travis Walton. I don't know. There's something about him that
that mustache. He's kind of cute.
You know, Rogan was talking about how he believes Rogan. You know, he's been fooled before, but he does have a good bullshit radar, and I don't know. It's an interesting. Okay, so one of the things that the guy's been saying for years is how the seven of them, those seven guys all having the exact same story for the last 35, 40 years. Seven people all having the same story is enough to convict a murder.
But they probably play poker together once a month or something. Talking shit. Collaborating their fucking lies. Fucking lies, I tell you. So I don't know. He must have went through your Facebook if he saw the Ford probe. But that session
I didn't have a probe when I had Facebook.
That session of Uncle Chris's Cliff Notes was brought to you by My Tushy. If you go to mytushy.com and put in Who Cares Podcast in the promo box, you get 10% off of My Tushy.
Look, he's been practicing his promos.
That comes off the top, baby.
So do you just have two backgrounds? You don't have time to put anything more up?
No, I got some other ones. I just didn't think they were appropriate for this show.
Yeah, because you've been playing around with it, if you know what I mean.
No, it's George Kittle, so let's relax.
I could see you jerking off to that.
Yeah, he got long locks.
I haven't jerked off in a long time.
Oh, here we go.
Like hours.
Why? Now it should be a regular thing, Pinky. How do you not do it when you're in a relationship? So that's your excuse, and now you're not in a relationship and you still not do it. So
well,
I don't
if I'm
get it.
not in a relationship and I do it, then there's no reason to find another woman because I'm doing it. So I don't
even know what that means.
So that way I'll be more inclined to find somebody. I'll be wanting to scratch that.
Should we play the video again? Because we got it.
Sure,
we gotta get
I'm not coming back.
We gotta find you a girlfriend, man.
No.
I would ask my wife, but she don't fuck with girls. She don't have no girlfriends for you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hook me up with your wife.
No.
No.
You're in the show. Everyone can hear and see you.
Trump was so bad, the Pentagon said aliens are real, and it only made the 6th page of Reddit. Show your probe, Pinky. How does he know about the probe? It's not on your Facebook.
Know about
that was my second vehicle I ever had.
Yeah.
I know, but it's not. There's not a picture of it. What you're telling me? There's no picture of it on your Facebook.
I'm pretty sure there's not.
Or maybe he's not talking about a car. Maybe he's talking about his probe.
No, he said
because we were talking about aliens and how they probe you.
Yeah, he did say Ford probe, which is weird because
he would have said your Ford probe because you were telling the alien story. I didn't tell the alien story.
Well, you're right. He said, first he said Chris's, and then he said Pinky's.
If anyone wants to watch the coolest alien movie ever, the name of it is called Paul.
Alien.
Me and Gabrielle's favorite movie, Gabrielle and
I, not Gabrielle and me.
Paul. I'm not going to eat a dead bird, am I? Paul's a great alien movie. Even has Sigourney Weaver at the end. Get away from her, you bitch. There's a lot of quotes from different alien movies.
It's a classic Roy D. Mercer skit.
Roy D. Mercer skit. Remember Roy D. Mercer?
No, I don't know who that is.
I do. I have a Roy D. Mercer's tape or CD somewhere.
He's kind of like the poor man's Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm a bigger boy.
Really?
Right? He's kind of like a poor man's Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, it was the original.
Yeah, actually, he probably did that first. Yeah. It was kind of like on...
so he was a comedian.
No, it was a character on prank calls.
Yeah, on radio shows like Jeff and Jeff and XL 102 back in the.
So is he referencing
that's some white shit? I don't know about
is
that.
the Roy D. Mercer skit?
It's a classic Roy D. Mercer skit.
What is?
Or is he just saying it's a classic Mercedes? Boom. The first AMG, bitches.
I don't know who he is. I've never even heard that name before.
AMG.
Roy D. Mercer.
I'm slipping, bro.
I hear a prank call. This is it right here. This was one. I'm a bigger.
Oh, yeah. I do remember these. Yeah.
It was on the radio.
It's kind of like Ned on Bubba the Love Sponge. Remember Ned? Remember Thomas Ned on Bubba the Love Sponge? When we went up to York, Pennsylvania
Yep.
for training. Remember we were listening to all those prank calls where the deer. Nice. That's sweet. I've seen that before somewhere. Like live. Billy on the date. Roy D. Mercer.
So that's him.
Where are you?
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's him. I'll have to check that out later. That looks funny.
You couldn't really hear that great on our end. I don't know how it comes out.
Roy D. Mercer, Ford Pro. He loves the Ford Pro.
Oh, is that a thing?
Still, it's not a coincidence because Pinky's first car was a Ford Pro.
Second and third was
his
was
favorite
a GT Pro. Was both had turbos, and I blew up like 4 trains.
Yeah, my boy Mike Markham, when I was in the Navy, he had a Ford Probe GT. I don't know if it had that turbo or shit, but it was pretty fucking dope, man.
Yeah, turbo ones are quick. That was the first.
What's the last year they made those?
I think 93. I think too.
Damn. Those
Speaking
are
of
nice.
Mike Markham, Pinky talks to Charlotte all the time.
Really? Why would you say speaking of Mike Markham with Charlotte?
I don't know.
She knows him?
Yeah, they've met.
Are you serious, Thomas?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Charlotte from the shop?
Maybe
and
we should talk
and
to
my
her.
and my
Next
friend
time.
and my friend Mike Markham.
No, I mean, she used to have to call him for light bulbs and stuff.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, Jex Pro. You're right. Damn, I forgot about.
Anyway,
maybe other phone calls. I don't know.
I forgot about Jex Pro.
no, but that's a good story. So anyway, you know
Did I
how we're
tag
all,
him?
everyone's pretty much trying to get Pinky a good woman. So Pinky hangs out with Charlotte, and
Now?
no one on the planet. Everyone on the planet thinks Charlotte wants Pinky.
Wait. Stop. He hangs out with her right now?
They hung out like a couple weeks ago or something. Yeah.
No way.
No, they were really close friends, dude.
Can you get her to come on?
Dude, she would be crazy on here because she's so like talkative and like, damn.
That's
dude.
the new rule that we're gonna do with the show. If someone
No,
Hey,
she ain't gonna see this
Pinky.
dumbass show.
Pinky,
This is a shit show.
Pinky,
Buddy, I'm
if
hearing
she
you.
if she is is she on Facebook?
Yeah, but I'm not friends with her on Facebook because she changed her name and blocked me.
Yeah.
Well, damn, that's not a good relationship. She changed her name and blocked you. Check this
Yeah.
out. So the new concept of the show, so we can keep viewers popping, and if we talk about something,
We had a
Friends
weird
didn't like
thing
her.
because I was dating a chick who didn't like the fact that I had another female friend, and I was fighting it. I'm like, she's just a friend, fuck off. And then, long story short, my girlfriend won, and I had to tell her.
yeah,
to
of
fuck
course
off.
she won. She's your girlfriend.
So then I quit dating that girl and dated somebody else, and then we kind of were friends again. Or I
By
was
the way,
single.
guys don't have girls as best friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
Might
other
be,
than
might,
their,
might be friends, might be acquaintances, but not best.
other than their wives.
Yeah, my wife is my best friend. How about Beth? Beth is your best friend, right, Chris?
Fuck off.
She's
We
my
gotta
best
find Chris, Pinky Kessler, a Frankie, or a
do
Beth.
not play that.
No,
fucking
but anyways,
video.
listen, you didn't hear the story. So most recently, and Charlotte is cool, and she's a funny person, and she'd be great
Tell
on the
whole
podcast.
story.
No, I'm just gonna say, basically, a couple weeks
Don't
ago,
tell that story.
they just went
Don't
out
tell
and
the
hung
story.
out.
That is the story.
And
No, tell the story.
It's Uncle Cliff Notes. It's Uncle Cliff
you
Notes.
can't even find her on Facebook. She has crazy different names because she doesn't want to be found. I won't
won't
mention.
find her.
I don't even remember what the other. Basically,
What's her
he went
last
out with
name?
her and one of her good friends, and her good friend was an 11. And Pinky hit it off with her,
Exactly.
and they had a great night, right? And Pinky was like, oh my God, he was laughing and they were loving each other. And all of a sudden,
Whoa!
I don't mean loving. They were getting along. They were getting
Back it
along.
up.
Awesome. And the next day, Pinky is like, sent her Charlotte a text message like, "What's up, man? What's your girl's last name? I wanna, I'd like to see her again." And
what's her number?
She totally cockblocks him. To this day, will not tell him what her name is. He can't find her. Nothing. Just
because she's not on Facebook.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that should be your sign.
I mean, cockblock worse than a man could cockblock.
Here's your sign, bro. Like she has 7 Facebook names. Like, don't try to look for her.
No. Charlotte, the girl that he fell in love with, is not on Facebook. He doesn't even know that girl's last name. You see what's going on here?
Apples.
He just wants some digits. And Charlotte won't. Remember how Charlotte was?
I know, but she got like 5 fucking kids.
Why do you need to order another one of these? Didn't you just order one last week? Remember how she's gonna fuck with you?
I'm telling you, the new rule of the show. This is what we're gonna do. If someone is brought up in the show, I am gonna tag them. I've already done it 6 times this episode. I'm gonna tag them in this episode so they have the right to know if we're talking about them, bro. So, are you friends with her, Chris?
Whatever. They have a right to know that you were watching CNN for the first hour before you came on. You said you don't watch that shit.
I wasn't in the room. You want to ask my wife if I was in my living room or my bedroom before the podcast started?
Somehow that shit was. I was like, I can't believe they're saying this shit through my speakers.
It is what it is.
Are you sending? So are you friends with Charlotte?
No, I don't even know. I just tried to add her. But no, I don't even know her. I don't even know her last name.
Yeah. Well, her and her husband. Yeah. Her and her husband divorced.
Look, this is all you need to know. The only Charlotte I know is my grandmother, and she's resting in peace right now. Like, if a girl's name is Charlotte, I don't even want to be friends with her on Facebook.
Why?
Because her name's Charlotte. She ain't 80.
Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, that's a spider.
That's good. No, that's good CBD stuff.
Yo, shout out to RL Kelvin. What's up, RL? You want to come on the show? We got an empty spot for you.
You don't want to come on this shit show.
Come on and fucking talk to us, RL. Oh, actually, RL, will you come on?
All right,
because he is the one. He is the one that worked with Jason Rams. Let me.
He worked at Mechanicsville gym.
Yeah, he did. You do know RL.
RL. I just said that.
Damn, you just said that.
And he worked at what's that restaurant that's like way up on the 20th floor in Richmond somewhere? It's like,
I don't know, but he also worked with Jason Ramsey, which I forgot. He got off of Facebook, so I can't tag him. They are the ones that picked. Oh, he is back on Facebook. I'm gonna tag him because he was the one that's supposed to come on and tell the story. Him and RL were the ones that went and picked up dead people for a living.
Oh, that's awesome stories right there.
Hell yeah, they're awesome. There's like 6 great ones, but they be bullshitting. So RL, if you want to come on, Jason Ramsey, if you want to come on, please tell the story. The best one is when they went to Massanutten. I'll tell you a quick one. They had to go all the way to Massanutten. A dude died at the ski lodge, right? Picks him up, takes him down, and because of the pressure of the mountains, the whole way down the mountain, the body was flatulating. The most awful gas you've ever smelled in your entire life. Oh, they had to pull over and just open the windows and throw up because it was so disgusting. RL, come on and tell that story.
That's funny. We don't have to tell it because Thomas already fucking.
Yeah, I already Cliff noted it for you. I already Uncle Chris that shit, boy.
It smelled like Thomas after being in York, Pennsylvania, eating.
But we can get to the
every morning.
Smells like
remember that trip.
Dude, that's where we were driving back from. Jamie was driving, and Thomas you could tell he did something because he would start laughing and he was videotaping it. So he would rip a silent but deadly one, and then he would start recording his videotape, and he'd be sitting back there in the back seat laughing, waiting for us to be like, God damn, and we'd roll the
man. I got those videos
so bad, dude. After eating these crazy breakfast buffets every morning.
Yeah, it was I can't explain it what it was, but it was awful.
The worst smell I've ever heard.
Worst gas I ever had in my life. Yeah, but this was Corey Fletcher. Yo, Pinky, you know Corey Fletcher? He's on a shout out.
It's my boy.
Yo,
Had
Pinky.
everything. They fed us
We're
like
gonna-
Damn, he even knows
he's
how to
on-
spell Pinky without.
He's
a
on my
P.
race team. We're doing the Mustang now.
and he doesn't know how to spell your name.
He does. He just
No,
said-
I'm saying he
Harrison
does. I
fucked it up.
don't. I always put an E in it.
I
for
always
some
put an E too. I think it looks cuter with the E.
I hate it with E. Anytime someone spells with E, I'm just like, I don't even. It's not even my real name, but I fucking hate it when you put an E.
So what do we have to do to make the cut on this racing team?
You have to
Yeah.
learn how to drive. So there's that.
Okay. Well, damn. Where do I go to learn how to drive?
You just gotta start driving like an asshole everywhere you go. That's
And
what I-
piping cops every time you go up 360.
Show.
Yep,
I should
okay.
put together a piping cop
Yeah,
compilation because I have a
You
bunch. of
should,
videos.
dude. I was telling
You
Thomas,
should.
I was telling my son he's a new driver, and I was telling him all the shit not to do, and I was like,
Oh
"There's
yeah,
this guy
definitely pipe
Pinky."
cops.
I was like, "Yo, there's this guy Pinky, and he'll just light up and pipe up because he wants a 300ZX for his graduation gift." And I was like,
What year?
He wants like a 93,
90?
94.
Okay, 93, 94.
I don't know if I can afford that, so he might get like an 88, 89.
It's an
You
89.
suck.
It's an 89 Nismo.
You know what though? They get
What was the first
in
year?
more. They have more value the older they get.
Yeah, Skylines and all that shit.
Oh, Skyline's ridiculous.
Different.
Ridiculous.
He's fast and furious.
I was gonna ask you something. I can't. Oh, the podcast question. So I'm assuming it doesn't say if it's
piping cops.
if it's a boy or girl. It doesn't
Stop
really
it.
say love whoever. It's just a message on the Who Cares podcast page or email, and they're all about
So it
Pinky.
could be a boy.
So the first
yeah?
question is, how far
All
would
right,
you
here we
be
go.
willing to date a woman? Because you live in Amelia, so automatically, like, even if a lady lived in Midlothian, how far away are you?
That's right down the road.
25 minutes. Not that
20,
bad.
25 minutes, right down the fucking road. 25 minutes. All right, so if she lived in Shore Pump, how far?
45.
Bumps an hour.
About an hour. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to come see you, but I ain't got no gas money kind of shit, you know? So they were saying how far away would one have to be where you would consider maybe start dating one of them? I think she lives in Williamsburg.
Well, he just got instructed to start going to Williamsburg more often.
Oh shit, for work?
Well, yeah, we got a guy up there that works part time that's really good, and
I think I
we've
met
kind
him.
of been, we've been ignoring that club a little bit only because he does a good job up there.
He does do a
we
good
need
job.
to-
I was there for some warranty work and everything looks good.
So, the guy that name starts with a D, is he over at the Crunch at Chesterfield Mall now?
No, not anymore.
Why
Not
not?
anymore.
He
So-
left.
Really?
Yeah, so if you need any health insurance, let him know.
Okay, but we still don't want to talk about it.
Life insurance. I mean, it's nothing to talk about. He just don't work there anymore.
Because we just ran into Carrie. Remember Carrie?
Oh yeah, her son just died recently,
Yeah,
right?
we talked to her. She's
That's
back.
crazy.
She lives with her parents. They get because they let her go because of the cafes closing.
Oh yeah. Damn, she
But-
was there up until COVID.
Yeah, I
Dude,
think
she
she came
tra-
back, and that was
She
when they were.
trained me. She trained me in the cafe.
I know. We were telling her about you, and she was like, all of a sudden, she remembered you because, I mean, she's been at Swift Creek forever too. She doesn't know that we knew,
Yep.
you.
No,
and-
she trained. I had to go to. I think she was at Colonial Heights when she trained me. The
yeah, I
first
mean, she's doing good.
Colonial Heights.
Pinky and I both talked to her the other day, but she told us that Dale was over there. So
Didn't
we
her
were-
19-year-old son get hit by a car or something?
Yeah,
It was like something
really
crazy
sad.
random or something.
Yeah. Well, he was. Yeah, he was. He was. Yeah. Poor kid, and it was kind of
Damn.
messed up too because we.
I remember when
saw
that
him over the
kid.
years.
I
Yeah,
remember when
yeah.
she would have that kid in the kid zone, dude.
Yeah, he worked at the kids zone, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I don't know if you're familiar with Bexley, but Bexley is like a really fancy neighborhood in the middle of Midlothian,
Yep.
nowhere near like Brandon Miller Woodlake. It was kind of the fancy neighborhood before Brandon Miller Woodlake, and she said that she's ever since he passed, she's been staying at her parents over there. So it almost sounds like she might come from a little bit of money, but
Oh, really? Yeah.
she seemed really, you know, we always got along good because she's really cool, you know.
Hell yeah, she's cool as shit. But yeah, she trained me when I went from the housekeeping department to the cafe manager. I had to go down to the old Colonial Heights and train with her, I believe.
No way. So you've walked into the old Colonial Heights before?
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%. But not as a maintenance guy. By the time I got to maintenance, it was over.
Well, I remember.
Matter of fact, when I got to maintenance, you guys were like getting everything out of there.
Yeah.
Like anything that was of value. I think you got some speakers off the wall and shit.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Fake news.
That was when Max started the first time, though.
Yep, the first time. Yep.
Actually, yeah, I'll tell you what I got: a mop bucket and a mop, because they told us everything that's in there now just go away. Well, no, you know the yellow mop bucket, I had at my dad's. I have a picture of Gabrielle in it because it was brand new. And they were like, take everything and throw it in the dumpsters. And I was like, well, damn, why am I going to, the yellow mop bucket with the thing that, yeah.
What's Jer Bear? What does Jer Bear mean?
Never mopped my shop floors.
Jer Bear? Are you a Jer Bear? Yeah, because it's like,
hey, Chris,
almost like dirt floor.
Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris, check it out. You see that? See the background I have on right now?
Yeah, the other generic one.
Yeah, I was on another podcast, right? Just hilarious. I was on a different person's podcast, Mark J's podcast, one-on-one with Mark J, and his co-host was using this, and a guy,
like, hey, Easy E, get off the piano right now.
No, another guy. They were talking about money. And the guy was like, I ain't got no money, blah, 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 blah. He was like, yo, I can see the grand piano behind you. He thought it was real.
That's awesome.
That was great. He's like, I see the piano behind you. You can't be that broke. Look at your house. He's like, that is not.
I got to get drunk before the day begins, before my mama starts bitching about my friends.
Yeah. What he said.
Yeah.
Next caller.
So NWA is before your time, Thomas, isn't it?
No, it was just out of my range.
Thank you for diverting.
You don't understand. I didn't listen.
When I see a piano, it reminds me of Easy E. Like, hey, yo, Easy, come over here and get off that piano.
I didn't listen to anything but East Coast rap before I got in the Navy. I didn't even realize that it was like that. Like, I didn't hear Southern rap until I was in the Navy. I didn't hear West Coast rap until I was in the Navy. Like, it was just not a thing. I'm glad I did.
I remember the summer when NWA came out, and all we did was listen to it.
I don't know what that
the
stands
whole
for.
time.
I think it's niggas with attitudes.
No, don't say that. You can't say that.
It's the name of the band. It's the name of the band, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be saying that shit.
I didn't say the hard R.
Oh, okay. He said the light R. All right.
I didn't say the R at all. I said niggas with attitudes. That's the name of the band.
Yeah.
How can we promote them if we can't say their name?
I liked it was the most entertaining album that came out.
No, the most entertaining album that came out was Too Short and Them.
Oh,
I mean, not Too Short and Them. Two Live Crew.
Betty.
Because life is.
Two Live Crew. Two Live Crew went
Crew.
crazy, bro. That was
what's messed
pushing
up,
the limits.
If you go on Apple Music, Two Live Crew changed all the fucking words. It's not the fuck shop anymore.
Oh,
it's
really?
The funk shop.
No way.
Oh, dude, there isn't a bad word in the whole
Well,
album.
that's stupid. The whole reason you listen to it is to hear the bad word.
I know, right? And I don't know what year it was. Maybe it was 88 or 89. We were at Beach Week, and I got two tickets.
He wasn't born yet. You were at Beach Week in 1988. You're that old?
Yeah.
I was only fucking 10.
I
graduated in 91, so 89 would have been Beach Week when I was a junior, sophomore. We had a red RX-7 with a crazy stereo in the back with the pyramid EQ and all of this crazy amps.
He named the brand of it.
Pyramid is
And,
Cloverleaf Mall, freaking corner store.
Food court. Yeah.
Yeah,
food
yeah,
court
yeah.
shit.
I know.
Honolulu barbecue.
That's
Yeah.
true, but it's still made
That shit is
loud.
good. Y'all can hate if you want to.
Who is we? Not you.
No, the girl that I was dating at the time, her dad tricked out this RX-7.
What's her name? I'm gonna tag her.
Ashley Miles, and don't tag her.
Ashley.
Don't tag her, seriously.
I'm not her friend, bro. How can I tag her? I don't even know her.
Basically, we were going up and down the strip in her dad's RX-7 with the crazy stereo in the back. It was an awesome stereo, and it probably didn't have
a with the booming system. What were you playing? NWA?
The funny thing. And all we did was play the Fuck Shop and all the songs on Two Live Crew, Nasty as They Want to Be, and all we did was play that entire album from beginning to end. If you remember, there's clips from Van Halen in some of those songs, and Guns N' Roses. That was when they were taking little guitar clips and mixing them in with, Two Live Crew, Nasty's Wannabe is awesome from beginning to end. And I got tickets because we were going up and down the thing, I got 2 tickets, one for driving on the curb and one for playing music too loud. I think I have those somewhere, but yeah, if you go back and listen to it, Two Live Crew, Nasty's Wannabe Now, there isn't one cuss word, I don't think, in the whole freaking album, and it's the Funk Shop, not the Fuck Shop. And
yeah, I think somebody else told me that too.
It's very disappointing because if you want to go there, you want to go there. You want to hear that shit,
right? That's what they were. That's literally why you listen to
Hammer version of Two Live Crew.
You'd be like, "Yo, you want to hear this crazy song by Two Live Crew?" Like, you don't want to hear, you want to hear this shit right here. Hold on. Oh, no longer available. See, they pulled all that shit. Pop that pussy.
Was that a Two Live Crew song?
Yeah, Two Live Crew. Absolutely. That's a nasty one. I bet you they won't play it. Oh. I
don't even know what the album cover looked like.
Trashy Hoes. Cool.
I remember Banned in the US. Oh, dude, they do have 2 versions. I don't know which one. Here you go.
Damn, how times have changed.
Can you hear that? Did you hear it? He said Funk Shop. Look, that's Eddie Van Halen right there. And that's Eddie Van Halen right there. No, sorry, the first one was Slash. This is Eddie Van Halen. See, that's why this song was my favorite, because that's Eddie Van Halen, playing. Can you hear it, Thomas?
Yep.
Okay. You're not familiar with this song?
Yeah.
He said to see a show. The lyrics were to slap a hoe.
That's great.
There's only one reason. That's hilarious.
Hey, I think this next one's for you, Pinky. Pinky, we have a comment, I think, directed towards you, I guess. I don't know Corey Fletcher.
You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the ass?
You want to tell that story?
Well, you have a picture of me in front of a pool table with chips everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, hold on. I might be able to.
A video of it, actually.
I might be able to.
He's not posting.
I might be able to share that with you, actually.
It's a quote from the movie The Big Lebowski. Anyways, we were at a beach during beach week or whatever fuck week it was, Memorial Day weekend, I'm sure. And I got hammered off of some fucking vodka gummy bears. That's it.
There we go. I'm there, bro. I'm there right now, son.
I'm fucking drunk as shit because my buddy Tony's wife kept feeding me these gummy bears.
I'm drunk as shit right now.
And
Look,
so
look.
I grab a bag of chips and start throwing them everywhere.
Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Let me see
look.
that bottle. Let me see that bottle.
I was
Oh,
talking
man.
about my wife, but she
That
ain't
bitch is
proud.
full, bitch. Fuck off. Anyways,
He said it's already full. Fuck off. I'm gonna pour another one.
so I grab a fucking bag of chips and start throwing chips everywhere. And then everybody else starts grabbing
Just a
chips,
little
and the
bit.
whole pool table's ruined with chips. Anyways, long story short, it was my fault, and I had to clean up the mess the next morning. But
Yeah, I think we
anyway.
talked about that on podcast number 23 or something.
Yeah, either way. So yeah, that's what he's talking. He was there. I was screaming. That's what I was screaming. This
Oh,
is what
so
happened,
Corey Fletcher was there.
stranger in the ass. Yeah, he was there. He was there. And then he just bailed as soon as I made a mess. Everybody just scattered and ran out.
How about, do you know Taylor Jailer?
Yeah, Taylor Jailer. Yeah.
He shared the link for us. Shout out
That's
to Taylor.
That's my boy, Jer Bear. That's Jer Bear right there.
Jer Bear, boy.
Yeah,
Corey said I took that pic.
He took a video too, of multiple videos. I'm sure. I'm glad they've been destroyed. Wink, wink.
Do you have any of the pictures of when you dyed your pubic hair pink?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think.
So we can't share it, but does he still have them? Because that's literally how he has his name.
I don't think I have pictures of that, but it was I definitely showed pretty much everyone that I knew. So there's that.
Damn. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's gonna make it.
But Uncle Chris is choking over there.
Oh, I thought I heard y'all telling stories. I thought I had a minute. So what do you think about this, Thomas? Me and Pinky
and I
are really
Pinky and
we're really good at playing creep on the guitar and bass.
Oh, my son can play that.
Maybe one of these days we can get your son to sing it for us.
Dude, you know it's sweet.
What's sweet?
I'll tell you later.
All right.
Anyways, I got a question for you guys. Here we go. Ready? Chris, you are on a train leaving Virginia, going to California. You're traveling about 35 miles per hour. You are in a cart, like you jumped on the plane on the train illegally, and you're just like in a box car. Okay?
Yep. Like a hobo.
Exactly, like a hobo, baby. Hobo life. # hobo life. So, Corey Fletcher got Rona?
No, Jer Bear got Rona. He's bringing that up.
No.
Anyways, you're in a train, right? You're in a train and you're inside the train like a hobo, and you jump up. Right? You jump up and then you land, and you land in the same exact spot. You could do that all the way to California, right?
Yeah.
You could jump in place and land in the same spot.
Yes.
Now, if you go 6 feet above you and go on the roof of the same cart and you jump up, the train will move and you will not land in the same spot, correctly?
Yeah,
correct?
That's correct.
That's really easy.
All right, so explain it to me how that's possible.
When you're inside the car, the wind isn't hitting you.
The wind, there goes the wind.
You're basically in
you're moving the same speed as the cart.
There you go. Chris is onto something.
Yeah, and when you're on the roof, the wind is blowing you back, which creates, you're
resistance.
probably
Right. So, all right. So let's go back to the roof.
Basically, in a capsule when you're inside.
I know, but listen. Let's go to the roof and let's build a fake wall with drywall to block the wind. If we jump, are we still gonna stand in the same spot?
Yes.
Well, it depends how much wind's coming around that wall and creating.
No, the train's moving faster than you. You're not gonna land in the same spot.
What?
Well,
right?
You have to have sidewalls.
You're not moving faster just because you're 6 feet high.
So you need to. So you're saying you need the sidewall. So let's pretend we're on a different boxcar of the same train, but it's one of those platforms that doesn't have walls, and you're standing on it. Instead of standing on it, you're jumping. Are you landing in the same spot? The walls are gone.
The walls are gone. They're not laying in the same spot. Because
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because you're still in the box car. Are you going to fly to the next box car?
How can you be in a box if there's no walls?
I'm just saying you're on that platform.
If there's walls, then that's the difference. That's the only difference we need to talk about.
It's the only difference. So if you're on a train,
air and.
So if you're on a train and you're in an empty, you're not on a box car, but you're on a trailer that's connected. Say you got a box car in front of you and a box car behind you, and you jump. You're saying that you're gonna fall off the train.
Well, no, it just depends.
No one said that.
Well, are you gonna land in the same spot?
So you just happen. So there's a wall in front of you, but it's how many feet? Pick a number 20.
Let's say this. Let's say there's no car. Let's say the last train. The train's coming to the end, and the last 3 cabooses are straight platforms, meaning just a floor, no walls and no ceiling, and you're on it, and you jump in the air.
You can't be on all 3. Which one am I on?
Well, you're going to be on one of them. You can pick which one.
The last one. I'm picking the last one.
All right, so you're picking the last one. Are you falling off the back of the train?
If I'm at the very end, yeah.
You're not going to land in the same spot, right?
No.
So it's only wind.
Yes.
It's the only factor. So if we're moving 5 miles,
I would say wind because the wind is blowing on its own. But if
exactly,
wind, the velocity of the air.
There you go. That's the key word. The same velocity. Exactly. So the special guest that was supposed to be on tonight was Justin, and we argued about this for about 2 weeks. And finally, we said we're going to finally Google it. And there's a lot more involved than you think. Temperature, pressure, velocity, the speed of the train. My point was, he was like, it's just wind. I was like, it's not just wind, because you can go 5 miles per hour. And as long as you stay inside the box and jump, you can jump to California. But if you go on the top and jump, even at 5 miles per hour with really zero wind affecting your body weight, you're still not going to land in the same spot.
It's basically a math equation because
it's the number one.
Also if there's really wind in the air,
like real wind, definitely.
That might multiply it after.
But we're saying 0 wind day, 5 miles per hour. If you jump off the top of the roof, you're not going to land in the same spot. But if you're inside the train, you are going to land in the same spot.
Yeah. Maybe,
so it's like the number one.
If you jump up and bring your knees up really high,
exactly. Like it
depends.
It depends how long you stay in the air.
You're in there, yeah. I don't care what Justin says. The Earth is round, not flat.
Do we agree with you or Justin?
Justin was all about it's only about wind. So I said, well, let's go 5 miles per hour where the wind's not strong enough to move a 205-pound body. And it was still happening.
That is a lie, motherfucker.
So 200. I weigh 205 pounds.
Yeah,
I don't know what he weighs.
His legs are so small.
But I agree with Chris. If you can jump as hard and high as you can, you're obviously going to land in a different spot. Yeah. I just want to know what your answers would be.
Eddie, what's up?
Your boy's leaving. No, the coughing.
Yeah, the coughing. Yeah.
Who is coughing?
Oh, he said you had the Rona because you came back coughing.
Oh, yeah. That's not the Rona. That's something else.
I like the stuff that keeps it away. Dude, I've been reading this magazine. There's so much good stuff with CBD having to do with against that kind of stuff.
Yo, check this out.
You cut your spaghetti?
We got, Oh, that's what I just brought it up.
No, you don't cut it. You break it. Like
no, 100%. Hold on. We got to talk about that. Because I commented on his Facebook page. Grandma. I come from an Italian family. Like, I found my grandfather fucking rolling over in his grave when you fucking had a fucking butter knife with your spaghetti. But we got to, number one, we have to find him a girlfriend first. So let's take a short break because I have to take a break. When I come back,
I'm not coming back if you play the video.
Hey,
we come back. It's only
this ship is blowing up. This ship is blowing up.
It's only gonna be you two. You got to carry the show until I get back because the video is not that long.
just like an angel. Okay, that's where it is. I think they're back, but I'm not sure. Come over here, stupid. Hey, stupid. You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Pinky's over there practicing his creep. And we're just glad we weren't in this ship. And we wish Jan would talk to us because he almost got in this ship.
All right, I'm back. Oh, it looks like you guys are really in a spaceship.
I know, right? Were we on the whole time?
Yeah, I told you you were gonna have it after the.
Can you hear Chris?
Yeah, he's playing guitar.
You can hear him playing guitar because he's like over in the other end of the room.
I can hear him. So, Chris, do you have any horrible Netflix suggestions this week?
Netflix suggestions. Well, I've been telling y'all to watch freaking.
I know. I'm gonna watch the NASA thing. I swear.
I can't hear Pinky. You really have to start freaking Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, I'll watch that with my wife. What is it on again? Netflix? Because I thought it was on regular TV.
Not on Netflix.
Yeah, I gotta get her out of her room. She won't come out of the room and watch TV with me.
Might be on HBO or something.
Oh, I thought you said it was on like a TBS or something.
Well, it's on
like the live episodes. Where are them?
Well, they play it on CMT sometimes. Paramount.
I
think honestly, Paramount shows it, and I think Paramount has their own app. But I could have swore I saw it on something else too, like freaking NBC or one of the weird ones that they're starting to get us to get. They come up with all these crazy names.
Yeah, the Peacock shit. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. I've been waiting to ask you on this podcast. So I have HBO through Prime.
Yes, that means you get everything in HBO, dude.
I know, but so do I have to also get HBO Max?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, what you do is, I'm not sure which one's the better one. I think Max is the best one. You still
talk about stuff when you talk about stuff on HBO Max. I'll go onto my HBO and I don't see it. So I think Max is the better.
Yeah. Come over here, there, sport. Come over here and play. Well, I don't even know if we want him playing the guitar over here right now. He's been drinking all kinds of bourbon and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm all by myself. I need my captain right here. His head would be right here. We have so much wonderful guitars in here that we could be playing.
Play it.
We want little Thomas to sing with us sometime.
Is he home? He just walked in.
When you come to our son, when you come to John's
look, he just walked in and he told me to check this out.
Fast and Furious 350Z.
That's the car he wants.
Damn, dude. Yeah. And see, that doesn't look bad when you put that little tail on the back, Yeah. Some cars look ridiculous when you put something back.
Oh, no, it needs a tail, bro.
That looks sweet.
That's DK's 350.
When we were in VIR.
Where did you get it?
Ellie bought it for my birthday.
Oh, but that's his birthday present from his girlfriend.
That's pretty cool. When we were in VIR, after the first practice day on Friday, they had some NASCAR drivers that were out on the track and they were racing.
Look at that shit. The back opens, the front opens. Look at that shit.
And look, if you look closely, you probably can't see.
That is awesome.
And
so that's all like heavy metal too. That's like that's not
heavy.
plastic. Yeah. My dad has a bunch of this.
Oh, look, you can't see it, but there's in the passenger seat, there's a remote control sitting on the seat,
and
it's like
nitrous.
It's like an Xbox or PlayStation controller. sweet.
Nuh-uh. Is it
Yeah.
a remote control car?
From the movie.
guess
No, it's not.
Um,
It's just a model, but
Yeah.
that's crazy. They were about to play Creep and they want you to sing. And we're live. Come on. He said no.
Come on, man. Yeah, well, he has to have the acoustics in the room have to be perfect.
He could
And,
sing
you
that
know,
shit.
he's had a sore throat for like a month now.
And he hasn't sang in a long time. No, y'all were going
And
to
he
play.
hasn't
He was
sang in a
going to
while.
sing.
I know. Pinky's playing it right now. Come here, Pinky.
What's he playing? Turn it up. Oh,
You can
Nirvana
go
again?
Trust me, no one's watching at this stage. I can promise you that.
Well, we have 2 live viewers. Don't fucking say nobody, bro.
But I'm telling you, if you want to watch, if you like horror movies and you want the coolest app you can possibly have just for horror movies, you should get Shudder. Shudder is the $45, $50 a year, and you get all the crazy horror movies. But the best thing about Shudder is Joe Bob's Drive-In Movies. He does all the movies. He rewatches them, and he has a male girl that's like a porn star, and it's Joe Bob.
What?
Yeah, dude, Joe Bob Briggs, Drive-In Theater or whatever. He was a comedian back in like the 80s and 90s, and he's hilarious, and he knows everything about like his favorite movie is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's kind of like if you remember back in the 80s where Elvira on Friday nights, Elvira would show like B horror movies.
Yeah.
He's friends with Elvira. He kind of does that same thing, but he knows the directors and like this guy directed this horror movie. Like literally the guy that created Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we talked about it before. He also did Poltergeist with Steven Spielberg and stuff.
Oh, you know what I want to tell you? I just remembered. It just popped in my head. I just took a glance at the fantasy football championship trophy. Shout out to you. You made it to the Super Bowl, right? I owe you some money. I need
second place.
I need your Venmo.
And I was the last seat. No, I don't know if me or Mike was
Mike
the last.
was. You were the 5.
Yeah, sorry. That's your rule. I've never liked it. Thomas should have been there. Thomas and Weebles should have been there.
No, hell no.
The only reason I was there is because I got Mahomes and Kelsey. So what are you gonna do?
You look, this is how I look at it, bro. What is the purpose of fantasy football? Literally, let's break it down. I know this ain't a fantasy football podcast. Let's break it down to as simple as it can be.
Never give up.
No. It's not never give up. It score as many points as you can, bro. The whole idea, you draft, you grade to make the best score you can, right? So I give in my 2 leagues, I give the top 4 standings because it is fair that if you're 9-2, you should make the playoffs. But the other 2 wild card spots, the 5 and 6 spot, is by points because that's what you're supposed to fucking do. Yeah. You scored more points than me. Why should I be in the playoffs and you shouldn't? Because ESPN.
Well, I agree. Well, I was 5 and 9, and you were like 8 and.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Trust me, I've lost both ways. I've got in both ways, and I've gotten screwed.
This is the only time I've gotten in. Well,
yeah, Mike told me that you didn't even know you were in.
No, I kind of. Well,
you knew you had a chance.
First hour that morning,
you knew you had a chance.
Well, I didn't fully understand the part that just because we had, I literally was texting.
That's what I'm saying. Because look,
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm not.
And I remember being pissed off about it being fucking like, only losing 3 times the whole season and then fucking being out of the playoffs.
Yeah, but that could happen, but I think it would be rare because if you're 9-3 or something, like you're probably going to have enough points. It can't be so much luck of matchups because that's all it comes down to. If that's the case, then ESPN is deciding who wins because they're putting their schedule out and we can't change it. So that's why,
or whoever gets the first 3 picks.
Yeah, that's why I do it. So congratulations. I owe you some money. I've been asked. I can't remember if you do PayPal or Venmo, but I got your money.
Yeah,
I just paid out the other kids. But it was dope. He had a good team. That's back to back with an asterisk is what we call it for Big Mike.
Yeah. So has anyone been back to back?
No, but I've already talked to him about this, and I'm sure he's okay with me putting it on the podcast. We call it back to back with an asterisk because last year he should have lost. I fucked up with the standings of the schedule, and he should have lost in the first round. To me, so he knows it's an asterisk, and I know it's an asterisk. But to answer your question,
But then y'all did y'all's little thing at the end anyway.
no, we split. No, it has nothing to do with it. What I'm saying is, I was going through some shit. It was a crazy time in my life. I remember it. It was a Thursday night, and I said, "Shit, man! They locked up the waivers. I was supposed to change the schedule." I said, "Everybody's gonna be like, oh, G set it up. He should have played Mike. I was the 6th seed. Mike was the 1st seed." He was whooping every fucking buddy's ass, and he had Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey, right? He was just blowing motherfuckers out by 60. Nobody was ever going to beat him. So I thought everybody would say that I didn't change it because I didn't want to play Mike. And I was like, that's all that's going to happen.
You didn't.
That's all that's going to happen. That's all that they're going to say. So he scores 178 points in week 1. And I score 180, but we're not playing each other, but we should have, and he shouldn't have never made it out of the first round, and he should have had to change his name to One and Done. But instead, because I made a mistake, he wins the whole thing and technically goes back to back. So I've had somebody win both championships in both of my leagues in 1 year, but no, to answer your question, we've never had back to back, but we've both agreed that he's going to put an asterisk next to it. You can ask him.
So you don't think that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame?
I know he definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Yo, Hank Aaron died today. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron.
I know. I heard it on CNN when I was in the pre-show.
That's crazy. I heard it. I was in Crunch Fitness, and I looked up at the TV, and I had to look twice. You know why I looked twice?
You had to look twice because you thought he was already dead.
I thought he was already dead. Exactly. I had to look twice. Dude, I was like, damn, he wasn't dead.
It's fucking... I can't even, I don't even know.
So sad, bro. I swear to God, that's exactly what happened. That must have been what happened to you. That's why you said it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Well,
I'm not a big baseball guy anyway, but if anything, that's how big his name was, is that you thought he was one of those legends that have been dead for 40 years.
Yeah, I thought he was definitely dead, dude. Definitely.
That's not, but that, if there's a bright side to that, it's because his name is so big,
Yeah. I just remember he was special to me because my first book report, I was in 4th grade or something, and I had to do it on him. And I found out, I learned everything about him. I was like, damn, it was awesome. It was like one of those homework assignments that you're like, damn, man, that's why you go to school. That's what this shit is all about. I don't know if that exists anymore, but
it doesn't. You know why? Because you were able to choose what you wanted to learn about.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they had time to have a teacher for every student, and that teacher sat down and was like, okay, name 10 things that you love, and for the rest of your life you're going to follow those dreams. Can you imagine?
No.
I would have never taken math. I can promise you that. I don't like math.
Chris, what rapid
problems. I'm not a problem solver, or I am a problem solver, and I wish problems would go away and not create themselves. I'm not sitting here making, I have a problem. How much is this plus this? Fucking math sucks. Fuck math.
I know you don't use that shit. So let's go to
check this out, dude. One last thing. Check this out. So Beth was cleaning out this fucking file cabinet, and she found some things at the bottom of the file cabinet, and she set them in my room. One of them was like a Ziploc of all of these coins that have never been circulated that were gold, and they were still in the plastic or whatever. And then I came across these two things, and they're voice recorders, and digital voice recorders, and I was like, cool, that's cool as shit, man. I can use one of those if I go with Marcia and go ghost hunting or something.
Yeah, if you're in a class, right? If you're in college class and you put the recorder up at the teacher's desk kind of thing.
Yeah. And then I was like, what file cabinet were you cleaning out? And she was like, your dad's.
Oh.
So
Yo, why you always gotta do this
but
shit,
listen,
man? You
so I
open up
took
the
the
podcast
batteries
with a death.
out.
Now
What
you're
do
trying
you-
to end it.
Hey, you ask us questions. What do you do, Thomas? Do I put the batteries in and hear my dad's voice on it?
Not yet.
You
I mean, if
think?
y'all were you, I wouldn't be able to handle that yet. But that's
I know,
dope.
right?
That is so dope. Oh no, I didn't realize that you meant you
It might not
had.
have anything on it. It might not have anything
I know.
on
I
it.
didn't know that you. No, I wasn't saying it like that. I thought you were saying it was cool because that's like an older kind of cool technology. I didn't even know you had recordings.
Well, I don't know. I don't,
Ah.
the recordings do save on these because I have another one that
Damn,
all
yeah.
the guys use. I have like a Panasonic one. I've seen it on the shows. They all use that same one. And I know that when the batteries die, if you put the batteries back in, you still have some of your
You know what you should do? You should.
I don't know. No, I don't. I
No,
don't know.
that's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you some advice. I would give it to somebody else, not Beth.
Yeah. And tell
Chris
is there
Pinky,
anything on there?
I'll do it for you. You're a good friend of mine. I'll do it for you. And then at least I can tell you, hey, yeah, you definitely should listen to it, or there's nothing
Good
on
idea,
it.
actually. Because
Yeah.
I really so I'm looking at these things, I'm like, yeah, I ain't putting back. I literally was getting ready to put batteries in them, and then I was like, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
It's kind of weird. It's
Because
like
and it doesn't even have to be like he was recording anything to you. He could be recording anything like a math problem, but it's still
Yeah.
his voice.
It's weird about it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't have batteries in them yet. But that's a good idea. I'll get Pinky to do it.
Yeah. So what is it, like AAA's?
Yeah.
Damn.
Or no, actually, one of them's kind of like the weird, like phone ones. or
Yeah, I
something.
was gonna say some of them are weird, but the one I had, I can't find it now. It was 2 AAA's, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm drinking this apple. Shout out, official sponsor, Crown Apple. He's capping. Just go to the website, crown.com. Make sure you put in they got the legend bourbon right there.
We opened this tonight.
Yo, I opened this one tonight. Look at y'all slacking. That's 2 of y'all. It's only one of me. Player. I know it's Apple, but
All right, well, play us out on our opening video.
yo, where did Pinky go?
I don't know. He went somewhere, but I got to piss like a motherfucker.
All right, man. All right, I'll play us out.
Dude.
Shout out to
35.
everybody. It's next week, same time, same place. Great channel. Same great channel. We'll remove him. See ya. Thank you for everybody coming in the chat. Corey Fletcher, Jared Taylor. Is that a real name? Tara Jailer, or is it really Jared Taylor? And you fucked your name all up. Craig Robinson, shout out to Craig Robinson. I know you got to take a part out of your time in Hollywood and come on the podcast. We appreciate it. And Eugene Wells, shout out to Eugene Wells. Who else is on here? Just Craig Robinson, aka Ben Blevins, boy. Act like you know. Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A. It's a fact. TJ Bell, shout out to TJ Bell.
Said that is true.
He's Chick-fil-A is better?
No, Popeyes.
They're saying Chick-fil-A is better, and I was a retard.
They're capping.
Jamie Monson, shout out to Jamie Monson for joining the show. Ray Clark, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Who Cares Podcast, episode 35. Thank you for coming out. God bless. And good night.